Well, you know, it's a very interesting film to talk about because of all the details that are present there. So how much are details important for you in terms of all the setup of this film? I think it's one to watch several times.
Oh, well, thank you. That's great. No, I mean, details are everything, and I'm definitely, I get obsessed with the smaller details. Yeah, and certainly, you know, the production design on this one was it was a huge undertaking in that we had to build the entire house on a stage. So first floor, second floor, attic, and everything to do with the treehouse was built from scratch. And then we had to design it well in advance of shooting so that we could get those designs to the miniaturist who was replicating the spaces before they were even built.
Yeah, that's a huge undertaking. What do you think makes the genre so fascinating? I mean, I wouldn't even call this only supernatural thriller or only horror. It's just a genre in itself as well. So what makes it so gripping, so thrilling?
The genre? Well,
These kinds of films.
Well, I love the horror genre because it allows the storyteller to maybe take a story that's more uncompromising and bleak and push it through this filter that that sort of renders stuff that would ordinarily be a deterrent to an audience, like, oh, it's hopeless or it's fatalistic or it's nihilistic, and then suddenly those things become virtues in this other space, and so I think it allows filmmakers to tell stories that would otherwise be too punishing for an audience, and then somehow still be able to call it commercial.
Do you agree that the film is so engaging because it's so psychological and open to interpretation? Did you see it that way?
I hope so, yeah. I hope that the film is operating on multiple levels at once. And yeah, it's hard to speak to whether the film works or not. I can only speak to my intentions, but you know, I did want to make a film that functioned as a very sad family tragedy before attending to any of the horror elements.
Did you attend the premieres at South by Southwest and Sundance, and what was the reaction, and how did you react to that reaction?
I did attend those screenings, and the reaction was pretty palpable. You know, people screaming at certain moments, and then for certain stretches, you know, you could hear a pin drop, and you know, it was very heartening and very exciting, and I had never had that experience as a filmmaker, and yeah, I've been waiting for the pendulum to swing the other way, and I'm sure it will at some point. But
well,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of buzz surrounding the film, and finally, choosing your actors, especially Gabriel and Tony, with very, you know, one very subtle, subdued performance, and the other one with such a story arc. So how was it working with the two of them?
I mean, you know, I had been watching Gabriel Byrne and Toni Collette since I was a kid, and they're such amazing actors. And so first it was just it was surreal to be on set with them, directing them. But I couldn't be happier with what they did in this film, and same with Millie and Alex and Ann Dowd, and I was very fortunate to have this cast.